and he hasn't barked one bit yet.
No.
So he's looking for a home. He needs you know, a good rub down, and they all love the rub downs. Yeah. So if you're thinking about a terrier mix like this, and Buster, he's not too big, he's full grown right now. 212 North Highland Park Avenue, 11 o'clock in the morning. He'll be waiting for you with all his buddies and all the cats. You like cats? Do you like cats? I don't know.
So we'll talk about it later. Huh?
Okay.
HESchat.org is the website you go to for adoption information and all that good stuff. Buster, I hope you find a great home. You sure are a friendly dog.
Yes, he is.
David, Cindy?
Somehow we're supposed to do a newscast with everybody focused on Buster. It's hard to focus here. Well, you may have free money sitting out there, just ready for you to grab. Only on 3, we surprise residents who have cash, and you'll see how you can claim your own. And later at 6.
Like I talked to the players yesterday, I'm going to be who I am.
The Vols interim head football coach says he plans to be himself when taking over for Butch Jones. Plus,
that's not even hazing, that's assault.
Tonight, we continue to push for answers in the Grundy County High School attempted rape case. You'll see a story about that only on 3 on Eyewitness News at 6.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
Tonight we hear from a parent who tells Channel 3 there's a long history of hazing at Grundy County High School that needs to stop.
That parent tells us last year her child was a victim at the school. Channel 3's Caitlin Chastain sat down with the parent for an interview you'll see only on 3. Caitlin.
Cindy, David, this parent was reluctant to talk with us. She was concerned if she spoke up, action would be taken against her child. Police reports obtained by Channel 3 confirms what she tells us. Her story gives us more insight into the school culture she says has to change.
He said, man, it's just an initiation to get you part of the team and stuff.
This parent says her child was assaulted on Grundy County High School property a year ago.
And started beating him in the head. My son hit the ground and he continued to beat my child.
A report filed with the Grundy County Sheriff's Office confirms those claims. She says it's part of an ongoing hazing culture.
It's just continuous. If they're not punished for the first thing or the second thing or the third thing, they're going to keep doing it over and over and over.
In 2015, an incident in the field house led to students being charged with sexual exploitation. Those charges were later dropped. Now, 2 years later, 2 of these same players charged in that case are now facing attempted aggravated rape charges.
He said, because I hear kids every day say, I'm scared to go to the field house and work out, or I'm scared something like that's going to happen if I go in the bathroom, or it's just half the school is in fear of this stuff.
She says students are not held accountable to the school handbook, which defines attempted rape as grounds for expulsion. The 5 students charged have been placed on homebound education, something usually reserved for students with medical needs. Now the sheriff's office is looking into how the school has handled allegations like these. Parents hope it will force change.
It's been so ridiculous, and every day I'm just waiting on one of them to come home and tell me something else has happened or that someone else has been hurt. Frustrating is not even the word for it. It gets to the point where you think maybe I should just get my kids up and move out of here.
Mother tells me she dropped the assault charges in her son's case because the school promised the student charged would be suspended for the rest of the school year. She says the student returned to school 3 days later. The school system has 10 days to hand over the records in this case and any others from the last 5 years to the sheriff's office. That order was signed by a judge. Reporting in the studio, Caitlin Chastain, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Caitlin. In about an hour, the Grundy County School Board will discuss the hiring of a football coach. They'll be meeting at 7 Eastern. Board members are also expected to discuss the employment status of former coach Casey Tate, who had been reassigned after this controversy. Nick Meeks is the interim coach right now. We'll let you know what happens in the meeting coming up on Eyewitness News at 11.
Hamilton County officials have released a statement regarding 2 Ottawa high school students inappropriately touching a special needs student. Police say the assault happened inside the locker room during gym class last Thursday. The victim's mother says her son's friend reported it to a teacher. Now, this is the second time in 2 years Ottawa High School has investigated an alleged assault. The statement from Hamilton County school officials says, in part, the Hamilton County Department of Education takes claims of assault very seriously and will continue to be vigilant about ensuring the learning environment is safe. Bullying, harassment will be addressed immediately. The statement also says multiple students were interviewed about the incident and the proper steps were taken. School officials say they will continue to train on procedures for reporting bullying and harassment.
Police say 2 Central High School students vandalized a neighborhood in Ottawa, and now they're suspended. Neighbors are upset that mailboxes, cars, even a police cruiser were all spray painted with obscene words and drawings. It happened in the Hamilton on Hunter subdivision. One person said all 4 tires were slashed on his car. Some say they want all the damage to be paid for. The 2 students were summoned to court on vandalism charges.
A busy thoroughfare in downtown Chattanooga closed today. Crews closed the section of Martin Luther King Boulevard between Market Street and Georgia Avenue for the next phase of the $14 million Miller Plaza renovation project. MLK will be closed for the next 100 days. The entire project at Miller Park is expected to be complete by next summer.
Well, today we heard from UT's interim head coach, Brady Hoke, after former coach Butch Jones was fired over the weekend. Now, Jones was hired in December 2012 and was the 24th head football coach in school history. You're looking at Brady Hoke there. During his time as head coach, Jones led Tennessee to a 34-27 overall record, but was never able to take UT back to the SEC championship and has lost 10 of his past 12 SEC games. Hoke tried to put into words his emotions of the last 24 hours.
I think, you know, number one, we lost a good man. That I will say, and that was the first thing that, you know, you deal with. And then you got to move forward, you know, because if we don't move forward with our competitiveness and our energy as coaches, then you won't get that from the players.
Well, this is the talk of the sports world around here anyway, and Channel 3 sports reporter Jill Jelnick was in Knoxville today for a press conference. And Jill, what are you working for? What are you going to have for us later this evening in sports?
Well, David Carroll, you know I always have a few things up my sleeve. Obviously, Big Orange fans have been talking about this nonstop the last couple of days, all the craziness on Rocky Top. But the big question mark right now is the future of the Vols football program. I'll have more on their next chapter, as well as who will lead it, coming up later in sports. But for now, live in Knoxville, Jill Jelnick, Channel 3 Eyewitness Sports.
Thank you, Jill. And coming up later at 6, millions of dollars just out there waiting for someone, and you could have a share of that yourself.
I went online just to check and see if my name was there. It was there in a couple spots.
And your name could be in a couple of spots too. How you can get your unclaimed money coming up. Today's Forever Family features two brothers, 10-year-old Jeremiah and 9-year-old Benjamin. They will fill a home with fun, laughter, and excitement. Jeremiah is the older brother, and on the day I met them, he was the spokesman. So here's Jeremiah describing his younger brother.
Well, he likes to play basketball, football, baseball, and soccer ball. He's really nice, and he likes to sleep.
And Jeremiah likes
basketball, football, baseball, and soccer ball.
So you like all the same things, huh? Okay.
I also like to sleep.
Benjamin is a ball of energy and very creative. Jeremiah is smart and witty and athletic.
I won a push-up competition.
You did? How many did you do?
100.
100 push-ups? The boys want a forever family with siblings.
2 more kids in there, so that way it makes it a lot funner. And they're like mean too, where they're like tell you what to do to keep you safe.
These boys will flourish in a loving home with support and consistency in a nurturing environment. But above all, the boys are inseparable.
He's everything to me. I would rather have no other brother, no other family without my brother. I like my brother a lot.
So much love between those boys. If you're considering adoption, take a minute to explore what it takes to be an adoptive parent. We have some resource numbers posted on our website, WRCBTV.com.
Well, we're talking about some special people today. One of our oldest veterans celebrated his 100th birthday. Floyd Brown of Rossville joined up late in World War II as a replacement in the 45th Division, one of the first Army National Guard units activated in the war. He was a 27-year-old mail carrier in North Georgia before he signed up. He arrived in Germany in 1944, and after the war he came home and got into construction, helping build the forms used to construct the cooling towers at Sequoia Nuclear Plant. His family and friends wished him a happy 100th at Parkland, and we join them in saluting Floyd Brown on his special day.
100.
Quite a guy.
I can tell.
He's got a good story. And still to come at 6, we kick off our Share Your Christmas Food Drive. Find out how you can help fight hunger here in the Tennessee Valley.
Plus, we'll walk you through how to claim free cash that's being kept safe by the state. Millions of dollars are piling up at the Department of Treasury, just waiting to be returned.
To you. Yeah, the money is in the state's unclaimed property account. Channel 3's Lori Mitchell takes a look at what's left behind and how to find out if some of it belongs to you.
We're talking about big bucks. Tennessee is holding $890 million that belongs to individuals and businesses. Money that's sitting there waiting for someone like you to claim it.
We drove around Hamilton County and set out to spread some good news.
Who wants free money? We're hoping to brighten someone's day.
Armed with a very long list of names, we knocked on doors and made phone calls.
Hey, this is Lori Mitchell. I'm calling from Channel 3, and I wanted to let you know that you may have some unclaimed property, money, from the state of Tennessee.
To try to connect people with cash that's theirs. Millions of dollars of your money is in the state's hands. Money from forgotten bank accounts, old paychecks, insurance policies, or utility deposits.
Money comes from businesses across the state that have a refund or for whatever reason cannot get a check back to an individual. And after 3 years, they turn it over to the state, and it is our job to reconnect that money with the rightful owner.
Shelley King with the Tennessee Department of Treasury tells me last year alone, the state returned $47.9 million in unclaimed property. We met up with a man who found his name on the claimittn.gov website.
I went online just to check and see if my name was there. It was there in a couple spots. I guess it was old power bills or something, so I went in, filled out the information, and it's easy. It's really easy. And it's right there. Why wouldn't you do it? Go get your money, it's there.
The turnaround is quick, too. A few weeks later, Jeremy Landruff got a $200 check in the mail.
Some can be as small as just a few dollars, but some can be upwards of more than $10,000 and $20,000.
It's not just people who are owed money, so are businesses. I looked up WRCB TV, and turns out Channel 3 has $50 waiting to be claimed.
If something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Most people I contacted were skeptical of claiming their money because they thought it was a scam. But the state of Tennessee will never charge you a fee.
If you are asked to pay a fee to claim property, you're not working with the Tennessee Treasury Department.
So what are you waiting for? Start searching your name and see if you have money coming to you.
In Hamilton County alone, there's more than $32 million in unclaimed property. We have a link on our website so you can find out if some of it is yours. I'm Lori Mitchell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Lori. And if you're trying to claim money on behalf of a relative who has passed away, you'll need to verify the person's social security number and have a copy of their death certificate.
The annual Share Your Christmas Food Drive returns to the Tennessee Valley. Now through December 8th, you can help make a difference in our community by helping feed the hungry. We'll accept food at some area grocery stores, and a big portion is collected by organizations. If you have a group, school, or business and want to help out, you can start a food drive right now. Then on December 8th, bring it to one of our drop-off locations. This year, we're starting something new. 3 days before our Share Your Christmas, we'll open up a phone bank so you can call in and help support your neighbors.
We're trying to end hunger in our area, but we can't do it alone. So it takes everybody working together to try to end hunger together.
The Chattanooga Area Food Bank says monetary donations allow them to buy fresh meats and produce for families during the holidays. And we have a lot more information about Share Your Christmas posted on our website, WRCBTV.com. Now, time to check in with Chief Meteorologist Paul Bears. You talk about Share Your Christmas, you think of colder weather.
You do, and we've had a pleasant day today. What about the next few days, Paul?
Well, it's actually going to be warming up a little bit. We're going to see temperatures into the mid, possibly upper 60s by the end of the week. But there's a huge storm out in the Pacific Northwest, and that's going to be traveling across the northern tier of states, but it's even going to affect us coming up into the end of the weekend as the storm moves across the Great Lakes. Just a huge patch of cold air. It's going to create a lot of snow, lake effect snow over the Great Lakes. So we're going to be on the edge of this coming up into Sunday and Monday. So it's not going to be as cold, obviously, as it is up north. Well, this is going to be a big story coming up for the end of the weekend and the beginning of next week. A big blast of cold air, and it'll travel all over to the northeast too. There's a little bit of rain snow mix out over the northeast, a huge storm out near Seattle where they're expecting some of the mountain areas 1 to 2 feet, if not more. 52 in Chattanooga right now, 48 in Cleveland, 51 Dalton, 46 Athens, and 48 on Murphy with winds out of the northeast to 10. 58 and 49 the high and the low for today. Skywatchers told me 50s and 60s, near 60 Calhoun, 57 Dalton, but 62 Fort Payne and 62 in LJ. That's pretty good for LJ. 56 Cleveland, Soddy Daisy, 58 Red Bank, East Ridge at North Chattanooga. Trenton hit 63, Signal Mountain was 53, while Pikeville was 52, Dunlap at 55, 51 Cagle Mountain to 55 in Etowah, 58 in Murphy, and Jasper hits 63. Not much happening tomorrow, just a little bit of morning cloudiness gives way to lots of sunshine again with a northerly wind. And then we're going to watch some clouds try to move our way coming up into Sunday. So we'll see an increase in clouds. The green will stay to the north and west of us, fade out as that cold front comes in. And by Thursday, we start to dry out one more time. And the clouds come out to the west. The winds start to shift out of the south coming up into Friday. And that's going to warm us up into Friday. And Saturday is going to bring us some rain. Tonight, though, 38 as the clouds increase, mainly late, but it's not going to be a total overcast. 59 tomorrow with clearing skies coming up into the afternoon. Then tomorrow night, a few more clouds move in late with 39. Wednesday, we'll see some clouds and 60, then warming up as the sun comes back for Thursday and Friday. Mid to upper 60s Thursday and Friday. And then a good chance for some rain, maybe a quarter to half inch at the most Saturday. And then the blast of cold air comes in for Sunday and Monday. Could be breezy, too, with temperatures only near 50 for highs and dropping into the upper 20s in the city by Monday morning.
20s?
Upper 20s in the city. That means away from the city, it could be down in the low to mid 20s.
All right, thank you, Paul.
Okay.
Next in sports, Jill Jelnick is in for Paul Shaheen.
Oh, big news day here in Tennessee. There's been a coaching staff shakeup with the Vols. You've heard about it. Jill has more details when we come back.
Welcome back into Rocky Top, everybody, where it's been a roller coaster of emotions the last 24 hours. The firing of Butch Jones comes as no surprise. Everybody saw it coming, but now that it's happened, well, the question is, where do we go from here? The Vols currently sit at 4-6 overall with 2 games left in the regular season. First, their home game this weekend against LSU, followed by another home game against Vanderbilt. Now, in order to be bowl eligible, the Vols have to win both of those games. Interim head coach Brady Hoke talked to the media earlier today, and well, he said that he made everybody sure that they know his sole focus is not just finishing strong this season, but finishing strong for the seniors. He described this senior class as the heart and soul of this football program the last 4 years. And well, despite everything that's happened the last couple weeks, he wants to make sure that everyone's goal is to win for them.
These last 2 games are only about one thing, and that's the seniors on this football team. And they have been part of 29 wins, 3 bowl wins, and they've laid a foundation for this program that was badly needed. And I think they're the ones who we play for.
The Vols game against LSU is set for 7 p.m. this Saturday inside Neyland Stadium. Now, as far as who will lead this next chapter of Tennessee football, well, that search process has already begun. Athletic Director John Curry spoke to the media yesterday, and he made sure that we knew that his sole focus right now is finding the next head coach of the University of Tennessee. He noted that they already have an internal team together working on that right now, and they will not be hiring a separate search firm. He also noted that money right now is not a problem. Curry has to find the Vols' 5th head coach in 11 years, and well, he realizes the enormity of that decision.
We need to hire the best coach for the University of Tennessee. There's lots of different experiences out there that are relevant to our environment. Certainly we need to hire someone who understands the magnitude that comes along with this job and the opportunities and the responsibility that come along with being the head football coach at the University of Tennessee.
Now, Curry also noted that until he has found the next head coach of the Vols, he will not be commenting on any rumors or, well, groomers or candidates at the moment. So despite what you hear right now, he will not be talking to us anytime soon. So Dave and Cindy, I know there's a lot of groomers and a lot of fun talk out there as to who will be the next coach. All we can say right now is be sure to stay with Channel 3 Sports on air and online as we continue to update you on this next chapter of Tennessee football. But for now, live in Knoxville, Jill Jelnick, Channel 3 Eyewitness Sports.
Thank you, Jill. That's not going to stop the rumors. Everybody loves that. Everybody's talking about it.
And there will be a lot of interest because, let's face it, there's kind of nowhere to go but up in the SEC. So we'll see what happens next.
Vols fans are ready to go up, right?
All right, let's take a look at the evening out. Right now it's 52. By 9 it should be about 48. So you can need a jacket this evening, but the winds won't be too heavy at 46 at midnight. 59 tomorrow for the high. A lot more clouds Wednesday at 60. Warming up Thursday and Friday, and a real good chance for rain Saturday. And colder weather moves in for Sunday and Monday.
Paul, thank you. And we thank you for joining us for Eyewitness News at 6.
Much more ahead on NBC Nightly News. And of course, we keep you updated around the clock. WRCBTV.com.
Will Grundy County High get it? Let me try that again. Grundy County. Will Grundy County High get a new head football coach? Tonight at 11, school board members discuss the team's future following the arrest of 5 players on attempted rape charges.
Bundle up as temperatures take a big drop tonight. How cool it will be where you live, all on First Weather.
A stranger's heartwarming gift for a veteran's newborn baby at 11.
Tonight's big chill and when to expect a warm up this week on First Weather.